Hi parents, this video is to show you guys how to find specific assignments that are for a specific date. You would have to be logged into Google Classroom. In order to do that, you have to make sure that you're logged into your Google Suite. So you can go to google.com and you'll know if your child is signed in to their Google Suite because you would see some sort of icon appear, but since it says sign in, it's telling me that I'm not signed in, so I have to do that. So you would, if you need to type in their email address, you would type it in. If it's already in there, then you just put in their password, or they can do it themselves. Now, as you can see, the icon is now different. That's telling me that I'm signed in. That's my icon for my Google Suite. So now I would go here to the waffle button, and that's where all my apps are going to be. So I would go to Google Classroom. Now, the district is supposed to make a Google Classroom for the teacher, which it has not been done yet. So I'm going to use my Google Classroom from last year, 2019, 2020. It's going to look very similar. There might be some extra stuff on there, so just ignore any of the extra stuff that I don't point out because, like I said, it's from last year. So you'd click on the Google Classroom for this school year. Then you would come up here to classwork. And then ignore all of this, it's from last year. For this year's Google Classroom, you're going to have something called a Parents Corner, where it's going to be information that you might be interested in finding, like the parent handbook for Aloha or the schedule for the week or for the day. But if we're talking about assignments specifically, you're going to find the topic that is the assignment date that you're looking for. So every topic is going to have assignment September 4th, 2020, assignment October 8th, 2020. So just find the date that you are looking for. And as you can see in here, I kind of added some example stuff. It's not stuff that's actually going to be, there's just an example. So you have two things in here right now that I added. It's assignment list, and then there's an assignment posted in there already. So you would click on the date, and then here's the assignment list. It's always going to be called assignment list. It's going to be under the specific date that you're looking for. And then it's going to be my virtual classroom, which is a Google slide presentation. So you're going to click on it. And then here you will see my virtual classroom, which is presented as a PowerPoint presentation. Now, every morning there will be a message here for them. These may be here, these may not be here. I'm still playing around with this, but just so that you guys have an idea of what it looks for and where to go find it. It might just be decorations that I put here. It might be this, but most things that are here on this bookshelf are going to be interactive. That means that if you click on them, it will take you to a website that the students are using. So, for example, the students should all be familiar with IXL, Reading Plus, Prodigy, Wonders, their Science Inspire program, and their Envision Math. So if it's something that they're familiar with, it's most likely interactive where they can click on it. Sometimes it might just be fun stuff that I want to put up there. So a way to check is to click on it. And if you click on it and it opens a new window, then it's interactive and it's something that they probably need to do or watch. If nothing happens, then that means that it's just decoration. Okay. Now, here you see a Chromebook on the first slide. And it's the first slide, I haven't gone anywhere else. If you click on that Chromebook, it will take you to our Google Meet if the student knows how to do it like that. If not, there's going to be a different video that shows you how to find or join the Google Meet. So don't worry, okay? If the student is comfortable just clicking here and finding our Google Meet like that, which I'll show them when I meet with them, it's fine. Okay. So let's move on to the next slide. English language arts. So here are their assignments for September 4th. If they need to get into their Wonders program, if they need to get into IXL for an assignment, or if they need to get into Reading Plus, they can click on those and it'll take them there. These are really the only three things that they use for ELA. If there's anything else there, it's probably just for decoration. But like I said, if you click on it and it takes you to another page, it's probably something that they need. Same thing for math. Let's say they're doing their math. Here are their assignments for math. And then here are any of the websites that they would probably use for math. Like I said, anything else, just click on it. If it goes somewhere, they probably need it for an assignment. And if nothing happens, it's probably just decoration. Same thing for science. Here's their science book in case they need it for any of their assignments. And then here's their social studies, and their social studies curriculum isn't online, but if they ever need anything like a specific video or a website that I want them to visit, I would put something here for them to be able to click on so that it takes them straight to the website. And I might add more subjects, but for right now, that's kind of an example of how you can view their assignments for the day. So let's say we go back to the assignments for the day. Let's say one of their assignments was to answer the ELA question. They would go ahead and click on this assignment, and then they would start a Google Doc in order to answer the question and then turn it in. So like I said, this will be on Google Classroom once they get started. Once the district puts in the Google Classroom for this year's students, they'll be able to access anything that I've put for them this year. So just look for the specific date of assignments that you're looking for, and you'll be able to find it in the virtual classroom. Alrighty, take care.